When most people hear the name Jay Leno, they think of the sharp-witted comedian who ruled late-night television for decades. But behind the desk and beyond the spotlight lies a lesser-known legacy. Jay Leno is one of the most passionate, devoted car collectors the world has ever seen. While headlines like "billion-dollar car collection" might sound exaggerated, one walks through his garage and the magnitude of it all starts to make sense. His vehicles span centuries, continents, and technologies, each one meticulously restored, maintained, and ready to drive. What Leno has built isn't just a car collection, it's a rolling museum powered by love, history, and horsepower. The Big Dog Garage, a car collector's wonderland. Jay Leno's collection lives inside a complex of industrial buildings located near Burbank Airport, known affectionately as the Big Dog Garage. But calling it a garage is almost misleading. It's a 122,000 square foot kingdom of chrome, gears, leather, and steel. It began in the 1990s as a modest facility and has since grown into a full-blown automotive sanctuary, complete with restoration bays, a machine shop, and a filming studio for his YouTube series and TV show, Jay Leno's Garage. What sets it apart isn't just the number of cars, it's the quality of maintenance. Every car is regularly driven. Nothing sits idle under dust covers. Each machine is pampered like a prized show horse. The floors gleam, the engines purr, and even the tool benches are organized like surgical tables. What's inside? From humble beginnings to historic icons. Jay's love for cars didn't start with millions of dollars. His very first car was a 1934 Ford pickup truck that he learned to work on himself. That DIY spirit never left him. His garage isn't just full of Ferraris and Bugattis, it's full of stories. Leno is just as likely to show off a modest '55 Buick Roadmaster, which he once lived in when he was broke, as he is to rev up a $12 million McLaren F1. His collection includes over 180 cars and 160 motorcycles, ranging from antique steam-powered vehicles to cutting-edge hypercars. You'll find Bentleys from the 1930s sitting peacefully beside carbon fiber rockets, like the Koenigsegg CC-XR. There are electric vehicles from over a century ago, turbine-powered experiments, and American muscle legends. The value? Estimated between $50 million and $100 million, depending on the market. But the real worth is incalculable, because many of these vehicles are one of a kind or so rare that they rarely come up for sale. Hypercars and exotic legends. Among the crown jewels of Jay's collection is the McLaren F1, widely regarded as one of the greatest cars ever made. Purchased in the 1990s for around $800,000, this car now commands over $12 million on the open market. With a central driving position, naturally aspirated V12, and a top speed that once broke world records, it's an engineering icon, and Leno drives it like it's a Honda Civic. There's also the Koenigsegg CC-XR Trevita, one of only two ever produced. Made from diamond weave carbon fiber and powered by over 1,000 horsepower, this Swedish beast is priced close to $5 million. That alone would make it the centerpiece of most collections, but for Leno, it's just another gem among many. The McLaren P1 Perso, Ferrari 375mm, Cooley Mercedes McLaren SLR, Cooley Ford GT Frenches, and multiple Lamborghinis round out his modern exotic collection. Each represents the peak of performance in its time. A Terminenti Famica Persex surround his Lobel arrives, time travelers, vintage cars with soul. While many car collectors focus on new and shiny toys, Leno has a deep reverence for the past. He owns numerous pre-war and early 20th century vehicles, including a 1931 Bentley 8-liter A-Type, 1928 Bugatti Type 37A, and a Duesenberg Model X, the last of its kind. One of the most awe-inspiring is the 1934 Rolls-Royce Phantom II, with custom coachwork and elegant lines that echo a bygone era of craftsmanship. Then there's the Cooley 1909 Stanley Steamer, a steam-powered relic that takes nearly half an hour to start up, but delivers a smooth, eerie ride like nothing else on the road. Cooley has the Axarus folds in afforded a television, from the EVCGC Suberlunges 2 by Violent Stanley Message and Possible Session in Breuvage. Jay's team works hard to keep these older cars running, often fabricating obsolete parts by hand. There's a sense of stewardship in his approach. He's not just hoarding old machines, he's preserving mechanical history. Cooley wears noticeably low bore low and bold in one-of-again, custom builds in one-of-a-kinds. Leno's collection isn't limited to what you can buy off a showroom floor. Some of his vehicles are custom-built, created through partnerships or commissioned entirely from scratch. The Cooley EcoJet, for example, is a futuristic concept car powered by a jet turbine engine and built with environmental consciousness in mind. It runs on biofuel and was developed with GM as a personal project. Another head-turner is the Cooley Blastoline Special, also known as the tank car. Powered by a 29-liter M47 Patton tank engine, this behemoth of a hot rod delivers over 1,600 horsepower and weighs nearly 10,000 pounds. It's part monster, part marvel. And yes, Leno has driven it on public streets. Cooley, from V8 trikes to restored fire trucks, the collection includes machines that defy categorization. Leno's garage is filled with oddities that reflect not just wealth, but Cooley wonder. He's a kid in a candy store, but he owns the factory. Not just cars, a whole fleet of motorcycles. Leno's love for two wheels is just as deep. His motorcycle collection includes rare vintage Harleys, classic Indians, British bikes like Vincent's and Norton's. They're tuned, polished, and taken for regular rides. It's not about displaying metal trophies, it's about honoring motion. Security, storage, and staff. Housing a collection of this scale takes more than just floor space. Leno employs a full-time staff of expert mechanics, detailers, and security personnel. The garage includes machine shops, custom fabrication areas, and even 3D printing setups for rare parts. The building itself is climate-controlled and secured with over 45 high-resolution cameras. Gated access, motion sensors, and a digital monitoring system keep everything safe. It's a fortress of wheels and dreams, guarded like a national treasure. Daily drivers and budget cars too. Despite having millions in his garage, Jay Leno has never lost his appreciation for the simple joys of driving. He often raves about the most affordable cars in his collection. He owns a Tata Nano, once billed as the cheapest car in the world. He has multiple classic Hondas, a few Ford pickups, and several Volvos. He doesn't believe that a car needs to be expensive to be fun. For Leno, the story, engineering, or even quirks of a cheap old car can be just as exciting as a Ferrari or McLaren. Why? It's about passion, not profit. Despite its astronomical value, Jay Leno's collection isn't about making money. He rarely sells anything. He once said, "When you sell a car, it's like selling a child." It's clear these machines are more than investments. They're pieces of history, extensions of memory, and testaments to human ingenuity. Leno considers himself a caretaker, not just an owner. He takes pride in keeping the machines alive. He drives nearly all of them. Each car and bike gets exercised regularly to ensure it stays in working order. Unlike many collectors who lock their cars away in temperature-controlled tombs, Leno believes in keeping them on the road where they were meant to be. A platform for sharing. Leno doesn't keep all of this to himself. Through his YouTube series and TV show, Jay Leno's Garage, he shares the magic of his collection with millions of fans around the world. He tells the stories of each vehicle, shows how they run, and explains their history. His channel has become one of the most respected automotive platforms on the internet, not because of flashy stunt, but because of his genuine passion and encyclopedic knowledge. From gearheads to casual fans, everyone learns something when Jay Leno starts talking about cars. Cars beyond, we say Jay Leno's car cost him billions. We don't just mean money, we mean heart, time, obsession, and a legacy no one else could build. Do you like this? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because this is just the beginning of the unbelievable side of fame.